Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, where we dive into the world of coding and solve problems together. Today, we're going to tackle a problem from LeetCode, called Minimum Common Value. It's an easy problem, but it's a great opportunity to practice our coding skills and learn some new techniques. So, let's get started and explore this problem together. The problem asks us to find the minimum common value in two sorted arrays. We're given two vectors of integers, and we need to find the smallest value that appears in both arrays. If there's no common value, we return -1. Simple, right? But let's think about how we can approach this problem in a way that's efficient and easy to understand. So, the key idea here is to take advantage of the fact that both input arrays are sorted. Think of it like two stacks of papers, where each paper has a number on it. If you wanted to find the smallest number that appears in both stacks, you wouldn't just shuffle through the papers randomly. You would start at the bottom of each stack and work your way up, comparing the numbers as you go. That way, you can stop as soon as you find a match. This is basically the intuition behind our solution. We're going to use a two-pointer technique to compare elements from both arrays and find the minimum common value. Now, let's walk through the thought process. We have two sorted arrays, and we want to find the smallest value that appears in both. We can start by sorting the arrays, which is already done for us. Then, we can initialize two pointers, one at the start of each array. We'll compare the values at the current positions of the pointers. If they're equal, we've found our common value, and we can return it. If one value is smaller than the other, we move the corresponding pointer forward. We keep doing this until we find a match or until we reach the end of one of the arrays. Now, let's take a look at the code. We start by defining a class solution with a method getCommon that takes two vectors of integers as input. We sort the input vectors using the sort function from the C++ standard library. Then, we initialize two pointers, I and j, to the start of each array. We enter a while loop that continues as long as both pointers are within their respective arrays. Inside the loop, we compare the values at the current positions of the pointers. If they're equal, we return the common value. If the value in the first array is smaller, we increment the pointer I. If the value in the second array is smaller, we increment the pointer j. If we exit the loop without finding a match, we return -1. Let's go through the code line by line to make sure we understand what's happening. The time complexity of this solution is O(n log n), due to the sorting step, where n is the length of the input arrays. The space complexity is O(1), if we don't count the input arrays, since we're only using a constant amount of space to store the pointers and the common value. And that's it for today's problem. I hope you guys enjoyed this explanation and learned something new. If you have any questions or you'd like to share your own approach to this problem, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and comment your approach below.